السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. اليوم معكم مدرمكس. طبعا هذه سلسلة جديدة لقناة. ايش هي السلسلة؟ السلسلة طبعا هي سلسلة اني مثلا انا اخذت ملاعب كيف يعني اقول لكم العاب مثلا تشوفون العاب المخابرات والاشياء. طبعا هذه طبعا في سلسلة خاصة يعني السلسلة هي بهد انا مثلا كل سلسلة شيء خاص. مثلا العاب المخابرات مثلا اهد لها سلسله. يعني مثلا لان انا ما انزل العاب مخابرات يعني كثير. وطبعا هذه سلسله اني بس الالعاب مخابرات يعني هو كل 5 ايام انزل طبعا السلسله هذه مثلا. طبعا اليوم جيناكم لعبه مغامره ثانيه. طبعا هذه لعبه والله ما ادري ايش اسمها. طبعا اللعبه هي ب 24 دولار شريتها ما ادري 25 دولار. طبعا هو اللي انا شريته طبعا 24 دولار ما ادري 95 نسيت والله ما ادري. وطبعا اللعبة هي مجانية بس اللي مشتركين بلس يعني. انا خلص بلس يا الله بلس شكلي هكون قريب اللايك. طيب وينه بلس شو تكون ما اعرف اتكلم يا اخي ولد. يلا
I've not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to
طبعا
look.
السلسلة هذه يعني أول مرة بقناة هي هو طبعا السلسلة إنه بس يعني ألعاب المخابرات بس عرفت يعني أنا ما أنزل أنا أكثر شيء أنزل ألعاب مثلا أنوع بالألعاب بس يمكن هذه سلسلة وين هذه سلسلة يعني أول مرة بقناة يعني عشان كذا أنا سويتها سنة بس. هي في لها نهاية طبعا السلسلة هذه يعني هو لسه فيها لان انا بلعب تقريبا انا ما بلعب انا بعدين بلعب مخابرات يعني العب مخابرات بعدين اوقف عرفت اوقف يعني وين يلا بسم الله. تكون نسيت كم سعرها ما ادري كذا 24 دولار او 5
Odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened.
يلا وينها
I decided this was no time to take a nap, even though that bed was very squishy and very comfortable. I decided this was no time to take a nap, even though that bed looked very squishy and very comfortable.
No. نعم.
Even though the bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers.
ما هذا؟
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind. Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth, claws was...
Mirror.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story?
Well, dragons are my favorite.
You want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all
أحسن لعبة خايس والله.
on a quest to return his stolen
تقييم اللعبة أصلا من يعني من 5 أصلا من 5 أو تقريبا أصلا من نص
My
5.
way too.
هذا
Add a shinier hat to my collection.
طيب خلنا ده أول سيارة هنا. ما يمدينا، لا ما يمدي. طيب
I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone creating some silly conundrum.
امس وريني ليه قريبة ورا لا. That's
So
تبغى
the
تكون
missing
هذا
handle
خوي
was
اللي ترى.
booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I used my cleverness to outsmart the trap.
نعم.
Then I used my cleverness to hide.
آسف شباب.
Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers. I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
What did you...
يو
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic
It's a
switch
name,
mounted to the cave wall.
امس
After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend.
يو مشوار عشان وش يو كيف يا أخي كيف؟ أوه طيب 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 يا الحمد لله والله ما أكتشف.
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch.
طيب
The mirror called out to me. A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
طيب ما أعرف كيف. ما فهمت يا أخي. ما فهمت ولا شيء. ايه خلاص فهمت الحين فهمت. يلا لا يلا اوه يعني انا هي تبى يا شباب هنا عرفت كيف. اول شيء اعلمكم الحين كيف. اول شيء الحين تفهمون معي. يلا يوه لا 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 لا.
Let me guess. You escaped with only a flesh wound. Let me guess.
يوه يا اخي خلاص.
I guess you could.
هسه خايس اللعب ما ادري. انتوا بكتبوا لي بالتعليقات كيف اللعبة خايسة ولا هلا بس. والله اللعبة الحين صعبة.
With the magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become.
أنا ليه تيجي هنا عشان بس هاي المراية. هولز هذا هولز.
In that split second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
يا أنا عندي في الستين يا علق.
Yeah.
أوه
In that split second,
علقت
I had
اللعبة.
three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
تراني يا الله علق والله نعلق.
shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope. But with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my
هسه اللعبة خايسة والله خايسة.
I hope this whole castle will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures. All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Where can I learn to shoot like that?
A good mentor and practice. This wasn't the first time I went eye to eye with that hideous beast. And while that shot was certainly in self-defense,
تقييم اللعبة أصلا من
that
5.
arrow was a bit vengeful.
والله يعني خايسة.
But let's continue that story in the daytime. It's about to get a tad more
كنت
scary.
أفكرها إنه هو.
Dragons don't scare me.
إيه.
Even those with all their eyes. If I ever come across that dragon, I'll finish him off for you. And I'll be known throughout Daventry as Gwendolyn the Brave.
That's quite a bold plan. One that requires a steadfast gut and a deft hand.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
تنين صح. يخرب بيت صح. والله خايس اللعبة.
Well, hello, cousin. I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
Got here as fast as we could. And I like Grandpa's stories, especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes. The legendary beast he went eye to eye with. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before, or if he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win, and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
Come in, Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now, let's talk about far more important issues.
طبعا ثواني شباب رايح وطيب. يلا.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of...
باك. يلا.
Precision through practice and a deft maneuver or two. Train harder and follow your instincts. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story. One I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I had seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
Well, Triumph, this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
تبون نوقتوا من اللعبة اكتبوا لي.
After gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcomed the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization.
بسم الله. طبعا ثاني والله خايس استغفر الله. والله شوف الكرسي، شوف الكرسي كيف.
Hey, over here!
I could have sworn the parade of hopeful knights was scheduled for the next day. I should have been with them, marching with triumph. It seemed my first few minutes in Daventry were off to a terrible start.
So, how did you catch up with them?
طبعا نوقف هنا. نوقف هنا طبعا، وهذه هي نهاية المقطع. لا تنسوا اللايك وسبسكرايب يعني واشتراك ونصر، ويلا مع السلامة.